Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadowed City podcast. I am your host, Larry. Got some shows to go over. Starting with GPW Extra. The One Rules, Carnage versus Big T. Carnage walked away victorious. The One Rules, Alexander versus Nexus, with Alexander walking away victorious. The One Rules, Buster Anderson versus John Robb, with John Robb walking away victorious. The One Rules, Aku versus the Monster, with Aku walking away victorious. The One Rules, Carnage versus Alexander, with Carnage walking away victorious. The One Rules, Aku versus John Robb, with John Robb walking away victorious. The One Rules, Carnage versus John Robb, with John Robb walking away victorious. The One Rules for the One Rules Championship, John Robb versus the champion Ranger Rogue, with Ranger Rogue retaining the gold. 22nd GPW Rules, Money Dog versus Bobo the Clown, with Money Dog walking away victorious. 22nd GPW Rules, Big Lou versus Alexander the Judge, with Alexander the Judge walking away victorious. 22nd GPW Rules, Ace Green versus Shade, with Shade walking away victorious. 22nd GPW Rules, Hashtag Frost versus CJ Wade, with CJ Wade walking away victorious. 22nd GPW Rules, Genie Jaw versus Riley Steele, with Riley Steele walking away victorious. Ew, what the hell? What's that? Oh, food. Ew. 10-man KO Gauntlet Eliminator, Demon versus Billy Bass versus Showtime versus Frank Ortiz versus Shaquille versus Michael Link McIntyre versus Cash Gordy versus Bobby Ball Tucker versus ABM, with Cash Gordy walking away victorious. 22nd GPW Rules, Travell Daniel versus Ranger Rogue, with Ranger Rogue walking away victorious. And the One Rules, Gang Mac versus Money Dog, the champion for the Money Millionaire Championship, with Gang Mac walking out the new champion. Now, for All-Star Pro Havoc Season 4, Episode 3, Jay Smoke versus Ace Thompson, with Jay Smoke walking away victorious. Rob Life versus Mason Payne, with Rob Life walking away victorious. Paige Sky Smith versus Amaya Bryant, with Amaya Bryant walking away victorious. Sam Magnum versus Shan Leon, with Shan Leon walking away victorious. Dangerous Alliance versus Red Reapers, with Dangerous Alliance walking away victorious. Dominic Jason versus Buster Anderson, with Buster Anderson walking away victorious. AJ Woods versus Kabuki Dragon, with AJ Woods walking away victorious. Taryn Williams versus Britt Graves, with Britt Graves walking away victorious. Jay Red versus Damian Briggs, with Jay Red walking away victorious. Now, we are going to go over WCCW. Pamela P. Platinum versus Illustrious Kitty, with Illustrious Kitty walking away victorious. Tornado Tag, The Judgment versus Yuakari and Gar, with The Judgment walking away victorious. Davu Bass versus Akosua Tanaka Tariqua, with Akosua Tanaka Tariqua walking away victorious. No Holds Barred, Eric Knight versus Travis Turner, with Travis Turner walking away victorious. Fatal 4-Way between Allison Hudson, Bellatrix Countess, Amazon, and Tara Moss, with Tara Moss walking away victorious. Tables, David Pope versus Tech, with Tech walking away victorious. No Holds Barred, Gabrielle Solis versus Steph MZ SGK, with Gabrielle Solis walking away victorious. Welcome, Eliana Thorburn. Welcome. Iron Man Leon Bishop Platinum versus Pitbull Marshall, with Pitbull Marshall walking away victorious. Genie Jaw versus Soulbreaker Dawn, with Soulbreaker Dawn walking away victorious. And here was another show by WCCW. CJ Frost versus Boots, with CJ Frost walking away victorious. Primetime JoJo versus Outsider, with Primetime JoJo walking away victorious. Soulbreaker Dawn versus Ariel Kagusa, with Ariel Kagusa walking away victorious. Tornado Tag Stacy and Missy versus PMS We Are Them Bitches, with PMS We Are Them Bitches walking away victorious. Fatal 4-Way, Steph MZ SGK versus Gabrielle Solis versus Vera Little Russia versus Kalia the Dark Wolf, with Steph MZ SGK walking away victorious. No Holds Barred Tech versus Brickhouse Tyson, with Tech walking away victorious. No Holds Barred Chambers versus Chi Driller Big Ben, with Chambers walking away victorious. Welcome Ritik? Ritik? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Inferno, Lauren Castronova versus Bellatrix Countess, with Bellatrix Countess walking away victorious. For the WCCW Undisputed National Women's Championship, Mother Russia Pasef versus the champion Nova Penny, with Nova Penny retaining the gold. WCCW Women's Hardcore Championship, Nikita Evans versus the champion Emily Rose in a no holds barred, with Nikita Evans walking out the new champion. 3 Stages of Hell, Tara Moss versus Big Fran, with Tara Moss walking out victorious. And the other 2, well, Big Fran took the first one. Welcome, Rico. Welcome. WCCW Undisputed National Championship, No Holds Barred, Eric Knight versus Ali Nasir Muhammad, the champion, with Ali Nasir Muhammad walking out victorious, retaining the gold. Welcome, Ethan Dixon. WCCW 12th World Championship, WCCW Monarchs Wishlist Match, Fatal 4-Way, Cora Desmo versus Gar versus Travis Turner versus Baron Cromrie, with Travis Turner walking away victorious. Extreme Rules, El Vampiro versus Pitbull Marshall, with El Vampiro walking away victorious. And this is a 3rd show by WCCW. Leon Bishop Platinum versus Old Man, a.k.a. The Real, with Old Man, a.k.a. The Real, walking away victorious. Yu Akari versus Carlos Guerrero, with Carlos Guerrero walking away victorious. Sky Winters versus Phoebe Destruction, with Phoebe Destruction walking away victorious. Diamond Rose versus Nicole Davis, with Nicole Davis walking away victorious. Animal Mike versus Justin Edward Lee, with Justin Edward Lee walking away victorious. WCCW The Draw, Primetime Jojo versus El Vampiro, with El Vampiro walking away victorious. Cali Red versus Akosua Tanaka Tariqua, with Cali Red walking away victorious. BR3 versus Stacy in a promo. Travis Turner versus the Monarch Calypso, with Travis Turner walking away victorious. And this is the 4th and final show that I have right now for WCCW. Travis Turner versus the Monarch Calypso, with the Monarch Calypso walking away victorious. WCCW No Count Hannah Tariqua Asak versus Akosua Tanaka Tariqua. Tornado Tag Ariel Dagusa and Jeannie Jaw versus Lauren Castronova and Dawn Vespra, with Lauren and Dawn walking away victorious. WCCW The Draw, Eric Knight versus Ali Nasir Mohammed, with Eric Knight walking away victorious. Fatal 4-Way Tornado Tag BWA Bitches with Attitude versus the Show Stealers Kay Owens and Adrian Blackwell, versus Phoebe Destruction and Mercedes Dark versus Roxanne Red and Alexia Cole, with Bitches with Attitude walking away victorious. WCCW No Count David Pope versus Boots, with David Pope walking away victorious. Diamond Rose versus Kalia, with Kalia walking away victorious. WCCW No Count Nixia Payne versus Sky Winters, with Nixia Payne walking away victorious. And Gar versus Cora Desmo, with Cora Desmo walking away victorious. Now the final show I shall go over is IZW Thunder. KD and Combat Genius versus Alex King and Max King, with KD and Combat Genius walking away victorious. ROV Blood Pit Championship, Frank Ortiz versus Jay Kill, with Frank Ortiz walking out the new champion. Battle Royal Hoops versus RFL versus Angel Bryant versus Madison Landon versus Ty Dabaz versus Angelina West versus Christina Palmer versus Sonia Ortiz, with Angelina West walking away victorious. IZW Universal Championship, Jack Graves versus the champion Blade, with Blade retaining the gold. Akane and Ultimo versus Red Reapers, with Akane and Ultimo walking away victorious. Aaron James versus Justice, with Aaron James walking away victorious. Brawl in the parking lot between Primetime JoJo and Adrian Danger, with Primetime JoJo walking away victorious. And in the main event, Extreme Rules, Jack Jackson versus Insidious, with Jack Jackson walking away victorious. And those are the shows I had to go over at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for TXT. The target's been identified in the near future. But in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.